Hey guys, how are you? I just have to clean really quick my airbrush. I said I'm going to do it before I didn't get a chance. So I'm gonna soak it in a little bit of IPA alcohol to remove all the paint from it. Hi Ron, how are you? Now today guys, we're going to do a little bit of an experiment as well. Meantime, the airbrush is soaking in a little bit. So I'm going to do just that. How are you, Ron, today? It's all good, I hope. I hope it's all fun. Guys, thank you very much for joining in. Much, much appreciated. Uh, you had an easy weekend, did you? And now, as I was saying, I'm gonna leave this one. Actually, let me check it out. Where is? Let me clean some of it down. The easy parts that are easy to clean. Unfortunately, I used the varnish on with this airbrush now, so the varnish kind of sticks around a bit more than I would like to. I will have to see if I can make that other airbrush that I don't really use and just use it for the varnish, but that one it's even harder to clean out, so and I noticed that, like, every time I use varnish I just have to make sure I do a deep clean on the airbrushes. Otherwise, some of the varnish, even if I clean it out properly when I start using it, it still has some left inside for some reason. Yeah, let me grab two of the cotton buds. Here we go. it makes it clean the airbrush a little bit more easier. Here you are. So, guys, how was your weekend? Did you have fun? I hope all of you had a really nice weekend. Now, a couple of days ago, weeks ago, was around somewhere around last week, somebody asked me what's the difference between the airflow improver and between the thinner. And I knew it's a difference, but I didn't know exactly how big the difference was. So I looked it a little bit up. So I'm going to show it up a little bit over here on the camera as well. I'm just going to quickly finish up here the cleaning of it. And then you can see it's a huge difference. So it makes sense to have both of them available in your house if you're using multiple types of paint, especially. Now, I'm not a science guy, so I cannot tell you the exact components of each and what they're exactly doing, but I'm just gonna break it down the easiest way possible to try to explain to you. And then if you're interested in more depth, I'm pretty sure there are a couple of YouTube videos out there that can help you out with that one. But I'm just gonna say it as simple as possible and how I did understand it as well. And I'm gonna test it out here so I can show it to you as well, how it's going to work. And lately I had a little bit problem. One of my paints was clogging up my airbrush nonstop. And that's when I realized it's actually something to do with the thinner that I used. Now the thinner was nothing bad with it. It has nothing to do with actually the thinner itself. It's just how the paint reacts to the thinner. It's the problem. And of course, if you don't know that at the start, you will think, oh, maybe it's a bad thinner, or maybe it's something else in it. It's not a proper one. But I can tell you it's way simpler than that. It's just how the paints are actually made. They have a different ingredients, as I will say, into them. So that's why it makes them react differently. And thanks for I don't remember actually who asked the question. Uh, Again, it was a couple of days or even maybe 2 weeks ago that it was asked. But if you're here, thank you very much. Hi, Swedish Forge, how are you? I see Miss Simi is here as well. Thank you for joining in. And now, as the yeah, that works perfectly, but we're not going to use the airbrush for a while anyway. I just wanted to make sure if we use it, if I need to use it, then I have it ready to go. And no problem. Okay, I'm just gonna throw these things out really quick. And I'm gonna show a little bit the experiment that I was telling you guys about the thinner. And this way you can make it, you can see it with your own eyes as well. So I'm going to show up a couple of paints. I'm going to put all the type of paints over here, and then let's get on a different brand as well. Okay, let's put this one here and this one here. Okay, so you have the normal thinner. This will be the Tamiya color thinner. I'm using this a lot. I'm really happy with it. Never had problems. But last week I used this non-airbrush color, and I used this thinner, and it was keep clogging up my airbrush, and I didn't know what was happening. And this is the same as well. And now this is Valhalla primer as well. So these are all more thicker paints. This is supposed to apply it with the brush instead of the airbrush. And now these here are the air, and this is from Vallejo, and this is from Army Painter as well. Now with these ones, the thinner works perfectly. It's no problem at all, and I'm really happy again with the thinner. Now, just as you understand, I have the same thinner in the small bottle as in this one. It's just easier to put in the thinner in the dropper bottles and then just use it that way. And then here we have the Flow Improver, and it's way different as the thinner. So this one, for the thinner, for example, when you apply it to the airbrush, the paint will dry faster. Between the airflow improver, this will let your paint dry a little bit slower and not as much not as fast as with the thinner. So this will slow down your drying time on your paint. With this one, you have to watch out. More you put in the paint, more the paint will become transparent. And then if you put too much, the paint will not stick to your model. So it will just flow down. Depends how much of this you use. So I will put out 6 of these paint mixers. And I'm going to put the Flow Improver on the bottom. And I'm going to zoom here in a little bit with the camera. So you can see it better. So this is the Flow Improver, and I'm going to put the thinner on the top. So the top one has the thinner. So guys, just watch really closely now. I'm going to put in the drop one by one in each of the... Do you see this one? It stays in one place, and this is went everywhere. Like it starts spread out and dissolve with the Flow Improver. On the one on the top, on the thinner, it stayed everything on the top. And same is going to be now with the turquoise as well. You see, this one automatically spread out and start blending in. And I'm going to do the same thing with the thinner as well. With the primer, sorry. And now I'm going to take my toothpick and just mix up a little bit. So you can see this one here. It's really nice and watery, exactly how we want our primer. And then we have this one over here. Again, mixed up really nicely, no problem. And then we have the white one over here. Again, mixed up really nicely, no problem at all. And then the primer on the first one up here. It become a little bit more chalky, so it doesn't mix in correctly. But this is not even that bad, but you can see it doesn't dissolve, the pigments stay on the bottom. And then if you see this one, like the pigments are mixed in properly. And now with the turquoise, as you can see, I'm going to try to bring it close to the camera. It has like proper chalky bits, kind of like, and more as it stays in this one, and the thinner starts to evaporate, kind of in a way, the worse it's going to become. And as you can see, uh, maybe I should turn down the light a little bit. Let me see if I turn down the light. Yeah. So this one has a different color and it's the same paint, and this is the proper color. So this changed the color and everything on it as well. I'm trying to get a little bit shadow. So the color changed automatically. And you can see here the white is still didn't blend in correctly. Again, it become like really like chalky pieces, kind of almost like a. And now I'm gonna leave these ones here for a couple of seconds. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take 2 more of these paint mixers, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of a flow improver in this one. And the thinner. And now I'm gonna put the Army Painter uh, air color. And as you can see over here in this one, again, with the flow improver, it mixed in perfectly. And as you can see, this one with the thinner mixed up very good as well. But it took a little bit longer to do it. But it's a perfect mix. Now this one, as you can see, it has like really small pieces. It's like a chalk basically in it. So this is really bad. And this was clogging up my airbrush all the time. And as you can see over here, the same paint, perfect. With the turquoise as well. It has the, as you can see, and actually on this one you can see even more than on the white one. It has these chalky pieces in, which after a while will clog up your airbrush really, really fast. And the same with the primer. This one is a little bit better than all of the paints, but it's the same. And then when you come down to the primer, on the same primer with the flow improver, it's just perfect milky consistency. So it's no chunky pieces in it, and it's the same with the turquoise as well with the flow improver. So the difference is the thinner is really good for the air uh, colors. So anything that's done for the airbrush, it will be perfect for it, and it's going to dry a little bit faster. If you mix the flow improver with the air brand of paint, it's gonna work really good as well, but it will take a little bit longer for the paint to dry. A couple of seconds, it's not a big deal. And then, but this works on both of them, kind of in a way. And these colors, the thick colors that they're not for the airbrush, this will work really good with the flow improver, but will not work with the thinner. So the thinner kind of breaks down this paint, so you have to watch out to not use thinner on the paints that are more thick, that not made for the airbrush. So that was my problem last week, and I did even maybe put some thinner inside my bottles. That's why I don't like to put thinners inside the bottles. So try always to mix it outside if it's possible. And again, as you can see over here as well, the air mixes really good with the air flow improver and with the thinner. in the same time, so it was no difference. Now let me restart the camera. Here we go. So again, guys, thinner, it's for airbrush paint. Flow improver, it's good for both of them, but if you use too much, your paint will be really, really transparent and even will not stay on the model. So in that case, the thinner will be for more for the airbrush, and the airflow will be for the more thick paints, as I showed you over here as well. Hi Marius, hi Grumpy Vet, how are you? Sorry guys if I missed any of you. I was just trying to explain the difference between these two. And even now when I'm washing out these containers, you can see how easy to remove the paint with just some water. And then when I'm, oops. And then when I'm coming over here, you see, you can see that all those chunky pieces in there, which in a time it will clog up your airbrush. And then the one with the airflow flow aid improver, this has no problem, no chunky pieces in it. And the same with the turquoise, and even this one, guys, just look how it changed the color. In this one I use the thinner, and in this one I use the flow improver, flow aid, whatever you want to call it. And this one stays the original color, and this one changed to something way different. And as you can see, even when I wash it out, there are like lots of chunky pieces in there. I'm gonna probably do a separate video on this one as well, so I can show it off even to the people that are not on my live stream. Now I will just have to clean all of this, and this is the primer as well, and it's really nice and milky consistent texture to it. And when I go to this one, the primer with the thinner, again, it's just not what you want to put through your airbrush, because this will clog up your airbrush really, really fast. And now the chemistry lesson is over, so I'm gonna clean these ones out really quick and get back to painting actually. Oh, that's nice, Swedish Forge. Oh, these ones I just got them from Amazon. I think there were like maybe 10 of them, and they're really good to mix the paint in it and then just clean them out really quick. They are quite handy, and I have a couple of them, so I always have a couple of spare ones. And they were like cheap as well. They were not too expensive. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put a link in the video when I'm uploading it. I keep saying that I'm putting in links, but I keep forgetting. So I'm gonna put in a link, and if anybody's interested, you can pick up the same ones. I will have to maybe do some affiliate links as well. I have to work on that part as well. Actually, I'm gonna leave one because I will need it. I'm just gonna move everything out of the way. And I'm gonna grab the fish. Now, I did a couple of things on the fish, but I didn't do too much. Just mostly I fixed up small mistakes that I done here and there. So as you can see over here, I just done the eyes black, just a couple of mistakes, and I finished all the cracks on the wings. So now what I'm going to do, I just have to get a glove so I don't do any mess up on it. And guys, if you just joined in, thank you very much for joining in. Much appreciated. Don't forget to hit that like button. It helps out a lot. So what I'm going to continue now, actually, let me remove the alcohol here because I don't want any accident to happen. So I don't know how much the camera picks it up. So I tried it out over here in the shadows. I did paint a little bit of a blue ink. Now maybe the camera doesn't pick it up as much, so all of the deepest parts of the sculpt over here, so the shadow parts, I done that blue. And as you can see here, I don't have it, so it's just blank. So we're gonna do all of that. And I did the blue over here on the bottom fin as well, the same way. Again, I'm not sure how much the camera picks it up, but in real life it looks really good. So we're gonna do just that. And I'm going to grab a the brush and start having fun. Now guys, if you have any questions, please put it down in the chat. And if I don't know the answer, I'm going to make sure to find out. And that will be a fun project for everybody. How are you guys today? How are you, Jerry? Yeah, I really like the koi fish, how it comes out. It's almost that he's the main character on the statue. I really like it. I don't know, guys, if you remember, I mentioned it before. This one has a companion to it. It has a Gojo. And maybe I was thinking I'm not gonna paint it up, but now with the koi fish, I really like it how it came out. So maybe down on the road one day I'm gonna start painting up that one as well. But definitely the next one will be the Jean Grey. And then we will see later on down on the road. If I'm going to do the other one or not. How's things, Jerry? How is work? Are you busy or a better, more relaxed day? Ah, that's good. One thing you don't want during the summer to have the air conditioning broke. That's definitely good to have it up and running all the time. Now we don't have a big use of air conditioning over here in Ireland. It's not usually that people will install, it's not a priority. If we want cold air, like literally we just usually open the window. I know that sounds weird for other people, like they have really, really hot temperatures. Now, guys, I don't know how much the camera picks up the blue, as you can oversee over here, but it does give some depth to the paint, so it makes it looks really, really good. Again, I'm not sure how much the camera picks up because this is a 1080p camera. I mean, it's a 4K camera, but it's only streaming in 1080p, so I don't know how much comes across, but it looks really, really good. Uh, Now I will have to do a little bit of this because I have to do it everywhere where it has the pins, even the parts that are not that easy to access. Now after this koi fish, I want to do a little bit something more simple. So I hope Jean Grey will be a little bit of an easy task. It's nice when you have a complex figure and then the next one after that, it's a little bit of an easier model. So it's a little bit of a more faster paint job on it as well. I always like to swap out a little bit on what I'm doing a little bit of a superheroes, also a little bit of anime. But I feel lately I done a little bit more anime than superheroes, so I want to go back to that. And I'm not sure exactly who's going to come after Jean Grey, but I'm not worried too much about that because I didn't even start that figure. So I'm gonna focus on that when I'm gonna get there. So at the moment, I just want to finish this one. We don't have too much on it left to do anyway. So Jerry, are we closer to see your Batman? And sorry, I don't want to put any pressure on you. You do things on your own time when you can. Just asking a couple of questions is that's it. I know you're. I'm pretty sure that you're almost done with the boot. And Swedish Forge, tell me, what did you upgrade on your boot? You said you were working on your boot to making it bigger, if I'm not wrong. Did you change the whole thing out, or if you don't mind sharing with us? I'm looking to do some improvements on my spray boot as well. Yeah, that's always good to check in. I always go to my wife and ask, like, so what's the plan for today? And trying to organize to kind of work around what I'm trying to do. So yeah, I know Jerry, but she's really good as well. So I'm really happy. I have a really good wife. She understands and supports me on everything, which God knows anyone who has this hobby needs it. You don't have a supporting wife, that's kind of a little bit harder to do this. It takes up a lots of time away from her especially, but then from the whole family. So I always try to make up somehow. Not always works, but okay. So this side, all of it is done. So I will have to turn it around and do this side. And let's start straight down here on the bottom. Yeah, yeah, I know. It's as soon as I get that meme, I will send it to you, Jerry, with the PlayStation 5 controller. This is the same kind almost with mine as well. It's funny how all of the vibes they are different, but they're kind of the same. And Jerry, let me ask you: are you gonna to record the Batman, or are you going to live stream? I'm not sure what you decided the last time we talked. Okay, so that one is done. So we move on to this one. Now again, I keep saying this. I don't know how much the camera picks up on this, but just with the shadows over here, it's really really nice. It changed the whole color palette of the koi fish paints. Now you don't want to add too much to take away. You just want it to kind of blend everything together on the deepest parts of the sculpt, so all the shadow parts. Oh, thanks, Simi. Yeah, I wanted to see how you do that, Jerry, as well. So maybe you can share it with both of us. It's always good to know to how to record in 4K in the same time as you do the stream. I know it usually takes a little bit more on your hardware, so on your PC, and sometimes can even bring down the stream, or it can make it a little bit laggy. So if you have a really good system, I'm curious on that one. Okay, so this is done. I have to do here a little bit on this side. And I'm gonna try to do it a little bit over here under as well. Here I have to watch out because I don't have a really good and easy access. That will do. So we have this done on both sides. Let's do a little bit on this on the other side as well. And then I have these both sides done. This is done. This is done. This is done. I have to do this side, the inside of this. Okay, and now I'm gonna do a little bit over here on the blue as well, but this will be just a quick one. Just add a little bit of a shadows. Okay, perfect. Yes, so I have a 5090 one on my main PC, and the streaming PC has a 3080. So my streaming PC, which I only use for streaming, it's a little bit weaker. So that's why I was cautious a little bit if it's going to work or not. I know my main PC that will handle it. I know that for sure. I will have to try out. I think it will work on this one because I just have the basic needs installed for streaming on this, so it still should be fine. Yeah, I set up another PC so it's easier to stream, and I don't have to use a wireless camera to connect it to the main PC because otherwise I will need a really long USB cable, which I'm not really happy to do. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. I think it's going to struggle a bit. But again, I'm not sure. I can try it out and see how it goes, and then if it doesn't work, then I'm gonna come up with something else. But it's worth a try, and as they say, you never know till you try it. Okay, and that's kind of done for now. So now I'm gonna go back and do the eyes. But first, actually, I'm gonna finish up around the eyes and the mouth. I wanted to apply a little bit of an orange wash on that. So I'm just gonna grab the one I have. And I think it has to be here already out because I think I already used it. And now, Jerry, this is one of the moments that I don't know where I put one of my paints. It was exactly where it's supposed to be, I just didn't see it. So now I'm gonna do a little bit of a line around his eyes and around his mouth. So here I'm just gonna do a small line around just to give it a little bit of a color. I looked up a couple of references, pictures of the koi fish, and they had it the similar way, so I kind of liked it. So I was thinking, why not? Now, the only thing when I'm recording the koi fish because it's so long, I'm keep banging in everything that I have in my spray boot. So it's quite long. So I keep have to go back and fix up the paint here and there. Okay, and now I'm gonna grab some white and do the eyes. Now on the eyes, I'm just gonna do something simple, nothing too complicated. I'm just gonna do a nice white line with a dot. And I'm gonna take my better brush. It has a more pointy ness to it and get the white. Hi guys, if you just joined in, thank you very much for joining. And today we're still working on the koi fish. Oopsie. Here we go, breaking everything. And I'm getting slowly towards finishing it. So this is what I saw a reference image and I really liked it. So I'm trying to do it the same way. Because the fish will stay, this will be the position. Maybe I'm gonna come back a little bit with the black and clean it up a little bit here and there. Try to do them the same way. So I'm gonna try it a little bit with the airbrush. And then I'm gonna take my black and go back and correct it just a little bit. And guys, if you do make mistakes or you do something that it's not exactly what you wanted, just remember you can always go back and correct it. So it's not a big deal. Okay, actually, I'm gonna try to use my other brush. Oh, here we go, bagging in everything. Okay, this is not coming out as I wanted, so I know now the mistake I made with the paint. I didn't shake it up properly. So the black paint that's over here, it's more like water with some pigments in it than the paint itself. That happens when if you don't shake your paint correctly. Okay, so this eye is good and this one needs a little bit work. So I'm gonna use the hair dryer to dry it up because now at this point I just have a lot of paint on it. Now let's hope this time is gonna apply as I want it to, and it looks like we are okay. And again, I'm going to dry up a little bit with some hair dryer. And on this side, I'm gonna move a little bit the eye, the white more to the left. And the best way to do that is just cover up all the white that you done and you're happy with it. Then take the hair dryer. And now let's do the white again. I see the chat become really, really quiet. So I hope you guys are still here. And if you have any questions, just put it down in the chat. I will be more than happy to answer. Now, guys, if you like what I'm doing here, make sure that you check out a couple of friends of the channel. And we have the Bean 3D. Thanks, Simi. He's working on a bumblebee at the moment. And then we have the Grumpy Vet Creations. And he's working on the Batman soon. He's gonna start posting videos. He's gonna start painting him up really soon, as mentioned in the chat as well. So go check out his channel and make sure you subscribe and give it a like. And if you turn on your notification bell, then you will be one of the first to know when he posts a video. And then, of course, we have the 3D Painter. He's an amazing artist and he's doing some amazing live stream. And he just finished The Punisher and he's going to start working on something else soon. So make sure you check it out and you'll be the first to know what he's actually working on. Then we have the Swedish Forge, who's working on a life-size Spider-Man. And I can't wait to get some updates from him to see how he goes with the project. I never done anything life-size, but I always wanted to have Halo Master Chief. Only problem is I don't have that space in my house. I barely have space left for my statues at the moment. So it's one of the reasons that I'm selling some of my statues off as well. So if you're interested in anything, hit me up on Instagram and we can do a deal probably. And if you want like something specific, I do commissions as well. So again, just hit me up on Instagram, direct message me or send me an email. You can find my email on the YouTube as well. You know where to look probably. I do resin kits as well if somebody's interested and he doesn't have a 3D printer and ROM. The 3D painter does the same thing. So if you're in the US, probably for you will be a better solution if you talk to the 3D painter. But if you're on the Europe side and you want something done, hit me up. I would be more than happy to help you out if it's possible in any shape or form. And now I will call the eyes done. I'm just going to pass over a little bit more white on this side. And hopefully I'm not messing up anything. And then we have the old man patron Chris as well. He's doing some really amazing work. He's a bit a newcomer to the hobby, but he does some banging statues. So make sure to check him out as well. And then we have your dad as well, ground affected. I'm pretty sure if you watch this hobby, you know already about him. So he doesn't need any introduction. And guys, as I always mention it, if you're in this hobby and you like to do this and you want to learn more, it's always so much that you can learn from everyone around here. Everybody has a style to paint. One way, it's not the only way. You can always learn something new from somebody. So make sure that you check out everybody that I mentioned. Check out the channel, give it a subscribe, give it a like. It does help out a lot with the YouTube algorithm, so that's really, really appreciated. And make sure you share it with your friends and family as well. Okay, so I will call the eye done. I'm happy how it looks. And now we will have to go to the next phase. And I'm going to show it to you guys in a second what it is. So the koi fish has lots of energy spikes on it. So I'm gonna just, he has 6 of them actually. So let me see. This one I think goes over here. Yeah. So as you can see, it has the thing to lock over here. So this will be purple. So this is why I told you guys that these cracks will make sense to be purple, and then not this, not there. This one I think is gonna go over here. Yeah, and as you can see, it's gonna be like this. So it's gonna be having one over here, one here, one here on the tail, another one here under, another one here, and another one here. And it's a one on the big eye. So you just have to paint up those ones at the moment, and I will call the koi fish done. I would have just to varnish it and do the rest of the good things. So we will see how are we time and then do that afterwards. So the main focus now will be to do the purple on these translucent parts. So it matches up with the rest of the energy of the base. Now, if you clean out these paint pots, or whatever you want to call them, metal plates, whatever, it's really easy to clean them with a little bit wash and water and a cloth. So if you do it in time, then that will be much easier to clean. Oh, and I have another part that I have to do, and that I will have to paint up by hand. And I'm going to show you in a second what it is. So I have this energy ball, and it's translucent resin, and it's really small. And this is going to stay in his palm of his hand, just like this. And most of it will be purple, but it will have some magenta as well. Now, I want to see how I can make it. So the magenta that I want to apply is this alcoholing, and usually alcoholing doesn't play too nice with the brush. So I will have to sacrifice a brush to do this, but I'm happy to do that at this point. So I'm gonna do magenta on the inside of the ball, and all of the outsides is gonna be done with the purple wash. Actually, not the purple wash; it's a clear purple. Yeah, they're really cheap. And then again, you just clean it out, and they have, yes, they have the thing to pour it in as well. So it's really easy. It's quite handy. And especially because sometimes you can use the wet palette, but if you don't want to use the wet palette, that's really good. Now this here will be a little bit of a challenge to paint up these ones, because these will not hold, because the keys are really small. I really don't like it when the artists, they cut it up and they put the smallest keys on the flames. In this case, will be like power flames. So easy for them to fall off. Thank you, Simi. Thank you very much again. Much appreciated, guys, for you joining in. This means a lot to me. So when I see people asking question and having a good time in the chat, that makes me feel better that I'm actually doing something with this live stream, and people can see the process, and they can understand how much work goes behind it as well. Sometimes when you try to imagine how long it takes to do a paint like this, it's really hard to put it in time. For example, even on these ones, I'm going to do a lots of work off camera, which will be useless to put it on stream, kind of in a way, because we'll be just be wasting time, and I really don't want to waste anyone's time. So I'm trying to do as much as possible on usually on the streams. Now I'm just preparing all of these with clamps so I can spray them down with some purple. And we have the purple guy over here. Now, as I mentioned it maybe guys to you the last time, let me see. So I'm using this ink, and this is an alcohol ink, so it's not a normal ink. And this usually I used it without an extender, but you have to use an extender on this one. So I'm using the same extender, the same brand. And what I do usually, I put a couple of drops inside the airbrush before I put the ink in. And then I put a couple of drops. And this literally doubles the amount of ink that you will have in your airbrush. Now you have to watch out, more you apply of this, more darker the color will be. So if you want it, okay, if you want it to be a light purple, then apply just a little bit. And then if you want it to be a darker purple, then just go a little bit more heavier with the color, and then we'll darken the purple in a way. Now, as you can see here, it looks a little bit cloudy, but don't worry about that. As soon as I'm gonna apply some clear varnish on it, it's gonna be really, really nice and see-through as well. Okay, and that's that done. So again, I'm putting in some extender. Make sure you run a little bit your airbrush so the extender will clean up all of the kind of dried alcohol ink from the side of the airbrush. And guys, if you just joined now, thank you very much for joining in. Uh, Let me see what time it is. We still have a little bit to go, so probably I'm going to finish up the koi fish today on this live stream. Don't remember that I have to do anything else. Now let me free up my hands so I can mix this paint in correctly. Always on the top of the flame. I'm trying to apply just a light color and then more down on the bottom to go a little bit more heavier. And these alkalings, they work really, really good with translucent resin. I try to use them in different applications as well, and I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of risky. You don't know exactly what you get. I done the dark side. There's that weapons with this, and actually not with this, with a different alkaling, but same alkaling, and the results were a little bit dodgy. Actually, those weapons I will have to paint them up again. So I want to do that, paint up the weapons. Maybe that will be the next project on the next live stream. I have a couple of things that I have to, let's say, upgrade my statues. So before I start with thin gray, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna finish those parts. I have a Cyclops that I done from Dead Studios, and when I done the optical beam, I done it with gray resin, and then I painted up with some effects. It wasn't bad, but I'm going to do them now with. I already printed it out, so I'm gonna do it in translucent resin and just paint it up properly. So I want to do that as well. And then will be a couple more things that I want to do. Just kind of to do an upgrade on my older statues. Yeah, they do that as well here. There are lots of them, and usually the sales are not even good what they're selling. So that's a little bit annoying when they keep coming and ringing the bell. Okay, and now this is done. So I'm gonna clean out the airbrush, and then I'm gonna apply a little bit of clear varnish on all of them. So I was looking for, not for this. I was looking for the cap that fell down, and it's just right here under my feet. And now, from the same brand, this is a solution, a cleanup solution. So it's a little bit different than the extender. Usually when I do this, I like to run a little bit of water to the airbrush just to make sure that, as you can see, a little bit left inside. So all those leftovers and the cleaning solution just comes out nicely. And then I'm going to use a little bit of cleaning solution as well. And now comes the fun part, the part that I told you guys that I have to do a sacrifice. Unfortunately, has to be done. So I'm gonna take this magenta, but before I do that, I need the extender. I'm gonna drop a couple of drops of the extender over here, because otherwise the alcohol ink is going to dry out really fast. And of course, I don't want that. Ooh, don't do that. And now I have to watch out because I just want to do the inside of the ball and nothing else. And this goes way faster than I was thinking. Okay, so okay, we have a little bit here that is part that I still have to apply a little bit. Okay, so the magenta part is done, and now I have to do the outside of it, and I have to do the purple. So this is what you get when you put water on the alcohol ink. So I'm just gonna take an alcohol wipe. I always make these alcohol wipes myself and then just clean this out really good. I take wet wipes, the baby wet wipes, uh, take out the water from it, make sure it has no water, and then just fill it up with some my proposal 99% alcohol. And that always does the job for me. And they're really handy when you have to clean out resin or anything a little bit more, let's say, dangerous in a way. Okay, I'm gonna do the same. I wanted to use a different. Actually, I'm gonna use a different one. So I'm gonna use this clear purple, and let's see how it works with this one. Yeah, this is the winner. So now I'm going to apply the clear purple on all of the rest of the energy. I just have to watch out a little bit so the purple doesn't go on the magenta. Yeah, that's another thing as well. When you ask them that, look, I'm having my dinner with my family. Like, oh, just wait a second. Oh, just this will be really quick. And they starting with the spiel that they told you at least 10 times before that, and you're just not interested. Now over here, I will have to go a little bit slower because I don't want the purple to go on the magenta. So I just want to make sure because this is a clear purple. It's quite thin in a way. So if you apply too much, it's going to run everywhere. But in the same time, I want it to be like this. So I want it to be a bit more thinned down version. So it pulls in every small part of the sculpt. This is actually looking better than I was expecting, to be honest. You know, when you imagine something that you do and then you do it the same way, but actually looks better than you imagined? This is one of those times. Okay, Jerry, see you in a bit. Ron, I'm not sure if you're here or not. Are you going to stream today, Ron? If you can hear me. I know you were doing some jobs around the house meantime, but if you can give an answer later on, thank you. Here. So, are you going to stream today? I know you mostly stream every day, especially on Mondays. You never missed a Monday except one when you were away. You're ordering groceries now. That's good. At least your fridge will be filled up. Okay. Guys, if you like what you see over here, make sure that you check out the 3D painter. He's going to stream after I finish mine. So that will be in about, I will say, an hour and 20 minutes approximately. Sometimes he starts a little bit earlier, sometimes a little bit later, but it's always around that time. So if you like what you see over here, make sure you check out his stream. He just finished a really, really cool Punisher. So today probably he's gonna start working on something else. And if he does, then you can check it out and see what actually his next project is. And any of you guys, if you have any questions about anything related to painting, 3D printing, STL files, please don't hesitate. Put it down in the chat. Maybe if you're interested to do a couple of extra cuts on your figures so it's easier to paint, I do offer those services and they are pretty good and solid. If you're interested in anything like that, again, reach out. Let me know what you need. At this point, I can do almost any professional cuts on figures. So if it's not something overly complicated, then I probably can take care of it. Okay, I'm not sure yet about this, how the purple comes out. So what I'm gonna do now, just gonna dry it up a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna use a little bit of hair dryer. Okay, and now I'm going to apply a little bit of a clear varnish to this and just see how it looks. And if I'm not happy with it, I can apply a little bit more purple. Guys, again, thank you very much for joining in. Much appreciated. Don't forget to hit that like button. And now I'm going to dry with a little bit more hair dryer. So Okay, so that is done. And now I will have to clear varnish all of the rest of the energy flames. I'm just gonna call them energy flames because they look like energy flames. So now this clear varnish that I'm applying now, this is literally just for protection. And I have a way glossier varnish that I'm applying after this one, and that will make the flames, the energy flames, looks even more glassy, more translucent than this one. So usually I apply this just for like literally for protection, for scratches mainly. Now I will have to hair dry one of the varnishes over here because I cannot grip the key, so I only done half of it. And I'm gonna take a little bit of this paper and put it in here because I don't want the paint to stick to it. And now I'm gonna clean out the airbrush. Yeah. Gonna give the koi fish a really nice look. We'll just bring the whole statue kind of together. And now I will have to dry everything kind of up a little bit. If you have a little bit extra varnish, then sometimes can pull down a little bit. So make sure that you remove it. Ooh. Okay, I just spilled the water. Oh. Give me a second, guys. Just done a little bit of a mess over here, so I'm gonna clean it up really quick. Unfortunately, accidents like this, they do happen time to time. Only thing I don't like is my swing PC. It's exactly down here, but no water went on it. Thankfully, if the water went on my PC, that would be a big problem. Now, guys, I'm just gonna be back in a second. And I'm back. And this was my fault, of course. I pulled on the airbrush and I pulled down the airbrush holder and spilled all the water. Now let's go back and drying up and make sure that no varnish is pulling into the corners. And I'm gonna do another accident if I don't watch out now. And I really don't want that. And I have two more energies to do. Okay, and I have this piece. Put it here for now. And then I think it's this piece. It should be this piece. So now, guys, just stick with me for a moment. I'm just gonna go and spray these with the rattle can with a more glossy varnish, so I can kind of show you the difference between the two of them. So I'm gonna be back in a second. Stay here. Oh, I was talking for the last 10 minutes and I didn't. I was talking for the last 10 minutes and there was no audio on. Thank you. So, let me say again what I was saying before because there was no audio and nobody mentioned it. Thank you, Bean. Okay, so here we go again. So, this has the high gloss varnish, this one from the Redder can. And this one has gloss varnish, the Vallejo one. And then you can see the difference over here. And I turned off the audio when I went down to do the Redder can. I forgot to put the audio back on. So you can see the difference between this gloss varnish and this one. Now this one is a little bit too shiny because it didn't dry yet, but it's going to dry really soon. And then again, it's going to keep that glossiness to it, so it's going to be really nice. It's almost like a see-through. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to dry it a little bit. How are you being? How it's going? Did you finish the prints, or you didn't even start the reprints that you still needed to do? I was playing Uno yesterday. We went to the park here in Ireland. We have a really nice park, the Phoenix Park. It's in the middle of the city, and it's a huge park. We have the zoo and everything. And yesterday we went out a couple of hours in the park. We had some nice ice cream, a picnic, and then we played some Uno, and it was really, really nice. Yeah, usually those take a couple of days, so it depends how big it is. Yeah, that could take even almost like a week. It depends how many parts are. Oh, 32 again. So yeah, if you're lucky, that would be only 4 days. Because if the print stops when you sleep, then you cannot restart the next one. So sometimes that sucks because you lose a couple of hours definitely. Or you can put the alarm clock and wake you up, start the next print, and go back to bed. I used to do that with the alarm clock when I used to work and print stuff, so I don't waste any time. So I kind of calculate exactly when it's going to finish, put the alarm clock, wake up, and then take off the print, put back in the other print, and go back to bed. Because otherwise, like if he stops in the middle of the night and you're already sleeping, you're literally losing like 8 hours. Like a print almost can be done. So this is the hand so far. So this piece can be glued in. It's done. And just a second, guys. Let me get the eye, because the big eye, it's not glued in into the base. And that one has one of the flames on it as well. So I'm gonna put the eye over here, and I'm gonna take the flame, this one, and hit it a little bit with the hair dryer, so there will be a little bit more noise. If you guys just joined in, thank you very much for joining. Much appreciated. Make sure you share it with friends and family. I'll always help out growing the channel. And I'm trying to do this as my permanent job. So thank you very much. And you know what's the nice thing, ban with the FDM printer? When you have to wake up to change it out, you don't have to clean out anything. So you just remove it. If you prepare the print before you go to bed, when you remove the other one, you just press click and print, and that's it. It's done. It's just gonna finish by the time you wake up. And guys, if you like what I'm doing over here, make sure you check out the 3D painter. He's doing live stream. He's gonna start just a little bit after I finish. So make sure you go and check him out. Check out the Bean 3D as well. He's working currently on Bumblebee from Transformers from Z Studios. Oh yeah, maybe you're right there, Bean. I think there are ambidextrous sim, as when I hold it. Yeah, yeah, definitely ambidextrous. I don't pronounce correctly. Ambidextrous. Yeah, yeah, I think the same. They are symmetrical, so I don't see any reason they will be not. This is still a little bit tacky. I'm gonna leave these dry properly. I don't want to mess it up. So guys, I don't have too much anything left to do on the fish. Now I'm gonna show it off a little bit, and I'm gonna try to attach a couple of the parts of the translucent, the ones that are dried. And let's see. I think this one is the piece that goes here. No, it's not this one. Oh, nice. So you got your new Orcish Dermot, Jerry? Too many accounts. Still try to figure out which is the piece that goes here. I think it's this one. Yeah. And here we go, guys. So cannot move it too much because it's not glued together. But this is how it's going to look. And I have to say, I really, really like it. It's really, really nice. Oh my gosh. And he will have 2 more pieces. No, actually 3 more pieces on himself. And if I find my phone, now this time I didn't lose it. I'm going to show you guys really quick the Gojo version of this. So this is the other companion, trying to avoid the light. So this is Gojo that goes with this one. And it's 2 variants of the clothing. And here the fish will be a little bit looking down, and the energies are way different. So now probably I will have to do this one as well. So what do you guys say, yes or no? So we will see how it goes. Maybe I'm gonna try to put up a poll as well on my YouTube channels to see what people think after I post that one. But I think the both of them, they will go really nice together. As you can see, this one, the tail it's up and the head comes down here. And again, I'm just going to show out the difference between the two glossy varnishes. So this one has the high gloss varnish from the Rattle Can, and this one has just the Vallejo glossy varnish, and you can see it's a huge difference. This one looks more glass-like than the other one. And again, this is the Rattle Can that I'm using, the high gloss varnish. And it's really, really good, but it's expensive as well. But I'm just using it for the translucent resins. Usually I'm not using for anything else. So one of those cans depends on how many models I'm doing, but usually it lasts me for some time. So it's a really good product, I have to say that. Now I'm going to take this one down and let me see if this one dried. It definitely looks more dry, so I'm going to stick this up here. I'm going to mix up. Let me check first if it's the right part. Yes, it's the right one. So I'm going to mix up a little bit of epoxy glue. Now this one doesn't hold any weight or anything like that. So I could do it with some super glue as well. I just prefer to do it with epoxy glue. So here we go. And I just got this epoxy glue and it's really, really good. Oh, you're leaving Swedish Forge. Really nice and really happy you came in. And next time when you come, let me know how it's going with the spray boot. You make it bigger, or it's just you upgrading it? I need to do some upgrades on mine. Jerry, the Grumpy Vet, he already gave me some good ideas. And I kind of want to, I already know what I want to do. So yeah, let me know what you're doing. It's an upgrade or it's a full new boot that you're going to do. And hope to see you on the next one, Swedish Forge. Bye. Now I'm just going to mix up a little bit of this epoxy glue. And if I do this, I'm going to do the effect on the hand as well. Why not? Now I will have to hold this because I want to make sure it doesn't glue on in the wrong position. And let me check here on the eye as well. Yeah, this looks good. And again, guys, thank you very much for joining in. Much appreciated. If you like what you see here, if you like this hobby and you want to see more, make sure to check out the Swedish Forge. He's working on a big life-size Spider-Man. Check out the 3D painter. He's doing some live stream today after mine. So will be around my time will be around 10 o'clock. I'm not sure what your local time is at the moment. And make sure you check out the Grumpy Vet Creations. He's going to start doing some videos soon about a huge Batman, which I can't wait to see. Back in the day, I actually wanted to paint and print up that Batman. And the Bean 3D, he's working on a huge Bumblebee Transformers from that studio. He has to do a couple of reprints, but he's going to do some cool videos about it as well. And there are lots of small channels out there. And I always say to everybody, the best way to learn is to check out multiple channels. Everybody does this hobby in a different way. So it's always good to see other people doing it, doing their skin colors, for example. I felt in a trap for a long time. I was just watching a couple of channels and I kind of got stuck in with the same way of doing things. But it's really easy for someone to get in trapped in a way. But again, just go check out other channels. I'm pretty sure there are really, really great artists out there that would be happy to have you as a subscriber. Uh, Jerry, if you want, I can make it for you. It's up to you. Yeah, that will annoy me as well. That piece, it will be something that I will definitely want to fill in. Now I swear to you, this paint usually takes 5 minutes, but when you have to hold it, it's the longest 5 minutes. Look, the project I'm helping you now, that's not even for now. That's for the. I don't know when you're gonna actually print that one out, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be after Conquest. But this one you actually need it now, so again, it's up to you. It's one of those as well that you can do it after you painted up the base. It's not gonna change really anything. Come on, epoxy. Come on, come on. Yeah, it's getting harder now. That's what she said. You can see I made his really nice nails as well. I think his nails are actually black. Oh, I have to check it out now. Yeah, that's not moving, so I can put it down now. Okay, the eye part is glued in as well. Let me make a little bit of the space over here. I'm gonna move everything out. So I'm gonna bring the base in here. And I'm gonna stick in the eye. Now I specifically didn't glue the eye in. So if I want to remove it, it's easy to remove because it's a really big one, and here we go. Now guys, if you give me a second, actually I am gonna switch over to my phone camera and show you the figure. So just a second, stay with me. I know the screen went all black. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna set up the camera really quick on my phone. And then I'm gonna put all of it up. I'm gonna put the whole thing together. And let me get his top part of his body. And the really nice effects that's ready. And now let's switch over to the camera. And here we go, guys. So now you can see the whole thing together. Let me add a little bit of extra lighting. It's not the best light. So we have the fishy in the back. I can't really turn this because I have the valve on the bottom of the base. And then again, the fishy will have the effects that will add even more to it. It's going to be pretty cool. Now, I think I'm going to be done with this model now, and I'm going to finish everything up behind the scenes, so off camera. I'm going to do a 360 video of it and just put it up and a couple of pictures, so you can check that one out. So now I'm going to go back to the 360 camera over here. So yeah, I really like how the power effect on his hand came out with the magenta in the middle and the purple on the side. It actually came out better than I was hoping. And I still have to do his eyes on his head. This character has just really black eyes, so it will be really simple to paint him up. So it's not too difficult. I looked up lots of photo reference, so this is an anime character or manga, whichever you prefer. And his eyes are really small and black, so that's really easy. I just had to make a black dot that looks straight. So I think that will be the easiest job I have to do on him. Now I don't know if Ina, you remember, I had to change out the torso, the head, and the hair. I had the wand, and I didn't really like it. And this one, it's way better. The one I made. So guys, I'm gonna show it off again. For the last time, I think this time, the original head and the pose of it. And you can see over here the difference. So mine is looking a little bit straight and up, and this one's looking a little bit too down and I didn't like that, so I done a whole different head. You can see on the hair as well. So this is the original one. Now this one, it's not cleared up as from the supports or anything, because I'm not planning to painting it up. And you can see this one is just looks better. And this is the original one. This is really cool as well, but it looks down, and I like it a little bit with his head raised up. Geto, it's a quite proud sorceress, whatever. I don't pronounce it correctly now. Don't mind me. Sometimes I do butcher my English words. Okay then, guys, again, if you're still here, thank you everybody for joining in. Much appreciated. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so please come and check out my next one. And you can go and subscribe to my main channel. I have full videos over there. I have live streams if you want to catch up on my previous work. And make sure you check out the 3D painter. He's going to start his live stream, I will say, in about a half hour, 20 minutes. So make sure you go and give it a like, give it a subscribe. And I hope to see you on the next one. Enjoy. Oh, paint streaming. Hi, everyone. Just jumping on. Yes, I just noticed that you come in. Let me show you the koi fish, because I have to take it apart anyway to take it out of here. So this is how it looks so far. And it's done. I just have to apply the varnish on it and call it a day. I'm going to do a little bit of resin, UV resin on the eye. So this is done. I still have to glue up the flame effects, but otherwise it's done. Thank you very much. I can wait to see your model, how it's going to go look, because I was actually thinking to one day to make that model as well. It looks really cool. Now I'm just gonna clean this one out, and as I said it earlier, guys, go check out the run stream, and I hope to see you on the next one. That will be Wednesday, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna straight up start with the next project, or I'm gonna do some smaller project. We will see how it goes. Thanks everybody for joining in. Make sure you share it with your friends and family. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, and have a good one. Bye. Don't worry. Don't worry, Payne. You can catch up if you want. Don't worry, it's okay. Thank you for coming anyway. Bye.